log record. Okay, kom ons kyk gou-gou. Exercise 9. Now you must have a look. So at B it says sine theta must be less than 0, meaning that's going to be negative. Nee, en waar is sin negatief? That would be in the third and the fourth quadrant. But they're giving me a second restriction. Daar's 'n tweede ding. Cos theta moet ook wees kleiner as 0. Met ander woorde, cos is ook negatief. En waar is cos negatief? That will be in the second and the third. Stem julle saam? So which of those quadrants apply to both? Kan jy sien dis hier by die derde kwadrant? Okay, so therefore, for what would both of those restrictions be true? Waarvoor gaan albei waar wees? By kwadrant 3.
Left, you have to write it out so. Could you just write
No,
quad
you could
three?
just say quadrant 3. I'm just using all of this to explain. Okay. Het jy gesê kwadrant 3 of net die getalletjie 3? Dis ook reg. Ja, is perfect. Okay, by C sê hulle vir my tan theta moet groter wees as 0. Met ander woorde, tan is positief. En waar gebeur dit? In the first and the third. Nee. Okay. Cos theta is kleiner as 0. Met ander woorde, that will be negative. And where's cos negative? That would be in the second and the third quadrant. So kyk gou waar het ek twee tiks, nee? In die derde kwadrant. So again, third quadrant. Onthou, jy gaan nie punte kry soos wat ek nou hier daai sketsie doen nie, nee? Dis maar net hoe ek vir jou verduidelik dat jy kan sien wat is waar vir albei daai beperkings. Okay. Then D. D says tan theta must be less than 0, meaning tan theta, or that, would be negative. And where would that be? It's going to be in the second and the fourth. Waar is cos theta kleiner as 0? Met ander woorde, cos moet ook wees negatief. En dit sal wees in kwadrant 2 en 3. Oeh, dit lyk nie nou lekker daar by 2 nie. Maar daar sê. So waar het ek 2 regmerkies in kwadrant 2. Okay, is julle by? Well,
Was never by.
Will is by op sy foon. Okay, kan ek skip? Anyone still copying? Good. Okay. By E, sin theta is kleiner as 0. Met ander woorde, sin is negatief. And that's going to be in the third and the fourth quadrant. Nee. But then they say theta is an element of, hy sê element van al die waardes van 90 tot en met 270. So kan jy sien dat ek glad die kwadrant 1 of kwadrant 4 mag gebruik nie. Nee. Because my value for theta may only be between 90 and 270. Is julle by? So waar gaan ek wees? In kwadrant 3. Is julle reg daar? Alright, die laaste enetjie F. Cos theta. Sê wat hier het ek lekker geskryf. Sorry. Dis seker cos theta. Wag, het ek net reg maak. Kleiner as 0. So, dan sê. Okay, waar is cos theta kleiner as 0? Met ander woorde, cos is negatief. Where's cos negative? That's going to be in the second and the third quadrant. Okay, en nou sê hulle vir my ander beperking is, theta moet lê tussen 0 en 180. So, it must be in either the first or the second quadrant. This bottom part is out. Sien julle dit? So dan, outomaties mag hy net in kwadrant 2 wees. Any questions there? Good. Dan is ons by oefening 10. Kan ek maar skip? Right, number 1 we did together. So number 2 says, tan theta is gelyk aan 5 op 12 en sin theta moet wees groter as 0. So where is, okay, that means that sin theta must be positive. Okay, and where would sin theta be positive? Either in the first or the second quadrant. Nee. Maar, kyk gou hier, tan theta is equal to 5 over 12. So that's a positive number. So where is tan positive and sin positive? Only in the first quadrant. Okay, so dan moet jy onthou van jou struktasie, so dis hoe ek weet hoe my driehoek lyk. We said the angle will always be here at the origin. Nee, 'n hoekie is altyd daar by die oorsprong. Nou, tan theta is 5 op 12. So tan is mos oorstaande, daar is my 5, op aangrensend, daar is my 12. Then, I still got to go work out that angle. Not angle, that side. How do I do that? That is my hypotenuse. And hypotenuse squared will be equal to 12 squared plus 5 squared because of Pythagoras. So as ek gaan uitwerk, gaan ek kry 169. And that squared means that my hypotenuse would have been 13. Is julle alright tot daar? Okay, nou onthou, jy het nou al daai bewerkings gaan doen voordat jy nog enige vraag actually beantwoord het, nee. But for all of those calculations, for drawing the sketch and for working out that extra side, that's usually about 2 marks. Okay, so dis al klaar 2 punte, nog voordat jy enige vraag geantwoord het. Okay. Then, at A, they want you to get 13 cos theta. So die 13 vooraan beteken ons 13 maal cos theta. Nou kom ons gaan kyk wat is cos. If I work from theta, cos means adjacent over hypotenuse. So dit is hoekom ek daai 12 op 13 het. And if I go multiply that 12 over 13 with 13, it means my final answer would be 12. Is julle reg daar? Good. Dan B, cos kwadraat theta plus sin kwadraat theta. Now remember, cos squared theta is actually cos theta times cos theta. Nee, so onthou, ons gaan kry eers cos theta, sorry. Ons gaan kry eers vir cos theta, en dan daai antwoord gaan sê, kom ons kry kwadraat. Alright. So what would cos theta be? As ek van hier af werk, cos, is mos aangrensend op skuins. So dis hoe ek daai 12 op 13 kry. Plus sin theta, if I work from, oh my hat. Julle nou het ek bolie aangejaag, ek het nou ge-undo en nou skryf ek daar af my allerhande snaakse goedjies, sorry. As ek van hier af werk, sin is mos oorstaande op skuins. Nee. So dit is hoe ek daai 5 op 13 kry. Nee. So 5 over 13 squared, and then that whole thing we put into our calculator, and that's going to give us 1. Jy kon 'n extra stap hier geset, because that would actually be 144 over 169. En dit gaan weer vir jou gee 25 op 169. Nee, and then if I go add, it's going to give me 169 over 169, which is still just going to be 1. Nee, is julle reg? Good. Any questions at 2? Okay, kom ons gaan gou 3. Kan ek maar skip? Right. Nommer 3. It says 5 cos A plus 3 is equal to 0. En A moet wees tussen 180 en 360. Okay, now because of that restriction, automatically these 2 quadrants are out. Nee, daai 2 kwadrante mag ek nie gebruik nie, want dit moet gaan tussen 180 en 360. So nou, om te besluit of hy in kwadrant 3 of 4 gaan lê, gaan ek hierna gaan kyk. Nee. Right, so let's go and alter that. The first thing we're going to do is take the 3 over, so that gives me 5 cos A will be equal to minus 3. Dan moet ek ontslaa raak van daai 5. Now that's actually 5 times cos A. So if I take it over, it's going to become divided by 5. Is julle alright met daai stukkie? Okay. Nou kan jy sien, cos gaan wees negatief. Okay, we had left quadrant 3 and 4. And in which one of those quadrants would cos be negative? In quadrant 3. Nee. So dit is hoe ek geweet het, dat my driehoekie moet in kwadrant 3 lê. Dan, hoe moet daai driehoekie lyk? Gaan kyk na jou strikdassie. Nee? Okay. So, cos A, heel eerste, my hoekie A moet by die oorsprong wees. Cos is mos aangrensend op skuins. So, adjacent over hypotenuse. So dit is hoe ek weet, daar is my minus 3 en my skynsy is 5. Please remember that your hypotenuse, jou skynsy, mag nooit negatief wees nie. Nee? That's one way that I knew this would be positive 5 and that would be my negative 3. Die ander ding is, over here is on the negative side of my x-axis, nee. So dis ook hoe ek geweet het, daai moet wees minus 3. Sien jy raai daar? Goed, nou moet ons nog gaan uitwerk. Ons kort daai derde sytjie. Hier sal jy sien teen die kant dat ek vir jou gaan wys. To get that side, I'm going to say 5 squared minus negative 3 squared because of Pythagoras. En as ek dit gaan uitwerk, kry ek my sy is, kyk gou mooi daar, ek het vir mooi in blauw geskryf, plus minus 4. Because square root of 16, vierkantswortel van 16, kan mos wees positief 4 of negatief 4, nee. Want positief 4 maal positief 4 gee vir my 16. Let's look at the negatives. Negative 4 times negative 4 is also going to give me positive 16. So oppas, dis 'n algemene fout, nee? Hy kan wees plus of minus 4. Then I go look at my side. Sien jy hierdie sytjie is aan die negatiewe deel van my y-as? Nee. And that is how I knew that that will have to be a negative 4 and not just a normal positive 4. Wie het hom gehad is minus 4? Well done. Sien, julle ander het in hy slaggat getrap, nee? So watch out for that. Please remember. Okay, so we had to go and get tan squared A. So ons kry eers vir tan A. And that answer we are going to square. So as ek werk van A af, tan is mos oorstaande op aangrensend. So that's how I got the negative 4 over negative 3. And that answer I squared to get 16 over 9. Enige vraag daar? Okay, dan die laaste enetjie, sin A op cos A. Now remember that is actually sin A divided by cos A. Hier sal jy sien het ek hom eerder vir jou so geskryf, in plaas van in 'n breek, nee. Otherwise, you have a fraction within a fraction. Nee. Okay, so wat is sin A? Sin is mos oorstaande op skuins. So dis waar ek hierdie minus 4 op 5 vandaan kry. Divided by cos A, cos, is aangrensend op skuins. So that's how I get the minus 3 over 5. Now, what we want to do is I'm going to change that division sign to a multiplication. And that means that these two, hulle tweekies moet mos gaan omruil. So dis hoe ek dan daai 5 op minus 3 kry, nee? En dan kanselleer hierdie mos met mekaar uit. So dan is my finale antwoord. En onthou die minus maal 'n minus geef my 'n positief. So that's why I end up with a positive answer of 4 over 3. Are we good? Great. Tada! Klaar met hierdie hoofstuk, nee? Maar dis nie die einde van die dag nie. So kom ons gaan gou-gou na funksies toe. Dit maak vir my sin, nee? So, kom ons doen gou. Pause julle gou, dat ek die recording pause, want ek gaan nou nie afneem hoe ons met mekaar beklei nie. Ja, sê? If you want to see